Hi, Miss Hunt's class. I'm so sad that I'm not there with you guys today. I do get to see you guys one more time next week, but it'll be our very, very last day of art. So next week we're going to be doing something a little bit different. Today, though, I thought it would be kind of cool if we could make art with Miss Pape through the computer screen. So you do have an awesome guest teacher there. She's got a lot of creativity with her. So if you have any questions, of course you can lean on her and ask her. But today we're going to be creating these super, super cute giraffes. We are going to be drawing them, tracing them, and I did leave out the paint as an option. I want to make sure that you guys all know, though, if your guest teacher feels like you are not in control, maybe you were talking during directions, maybe you came into my art room kind of a little bit energetic and not showing our Mona Lisa way the first time, I'm going to tell her to have you guys color these giraffes with crayons instead. If you're not showing that you can handle supplies like that, especially on a day Miss Pape's not there, then we won't be able to use them. However, I will tell you, if you are doing a great job listening and your guest teacher feels like you can handle it, I am more than okay with you painting these giraffes. So make sure that you're using your time wisely. You're showing the Mona Lisa way at the carpet during all of your directions. That way you can earn using some paint today. Okay, so sit back, pay attention, and let's get started. All right, guys. So each of you are going to need to get one of these long white pieces of paper. I want you to make sure, as always, that we write our name and class code on the back. Remember, your class code is KH, and to always circle it. You should be drawing your giraffe with a pencil first and then tracing your lines with a Sharpie, okay? We always want to make sure we do that because we know that Sharpie is permanent and we cannot erase it. To start your giraffe, we're actually going to start by finding the middle of our paper, and I like to draw my head above that. We're going to start with our first shape, which is a big oval. This oval is going to end up kind of being the front of our giraffe's face, kind of where his mouth is. So we do want to go ahead and give him some little nostrils. That's going to be where his nose is. Then above, we're going to add a curved line all the way up and all the way down. We can give our giraffe some eyes. Now, if you're like Miss Pape and you like to make yours with googly eyes, remember googly eyes, we do 2 pupils. 1, 2. Let's do it again. 1, 2. And we always color in this background area. If you want to wait to color that in and use your Sharpie, that's totally fine. Okay. Now, at the top, we want to add some little ears and some horns for our giraffe. To add some horns, I use 2 lines. We use 2 straight lines. Okay. And then we connect them with an oval. Let's do the same thing to the other side. 2 straight lines, connect them together with an oval. Now, about the ears, that line is a little bit different. We're going to use 2 curved lines. They kind of look like cow ears. They actually look like a cow face if you really look at it until we get our color on them. I used a curved line on the top and a curved line on the bottom. And then I add one more. That's kind of the inside of his ear, which would be like pink or like a lighter color. Let's go on this side. Curved line on top, curved line on bottom, and your ear. Okay. Now, of course, we've got to add a long neck because giraffes have really, really long, skinny necks. Your last step to finish out your giraffe is to add some spots. Now, giraffe spots are not perfectly round, okay? They're not like dog spots or anything like that. So you're going to want to use kind of a wavy line for your spots. You could have some spots in the middle like this. You could have spots coming off of the side. Personally, I think the more spots you add, the more this is going to look like a real giraffe, but it's completely up to you. Don't forget that your giraffe probably is going to have some spots on their faces too. Once you finish this step, we are ready to then trace every single pencil line. You guys know my rule. The better you trace, the less you have to erase. So if you take your time and stay on the line, you're not going to have to go back and erase any pencil lines before you move on to painting. Since this is a smaller area in my eye, this would be a great example of a spot that you could color in with a Sharpie. However, I don't want to see you guys coloring your spots with your Sharpies. You have black paint in your tray. I also left out little cups of brown paint for those that would rather use that. use that instead, okay? I never want to see you coloring large area with Sharpies. We've learned that since the beginning of the school year. But after you finish tracing all of your giraffe, go ahead and get your paint aprons. Make sure if you are painting that you get yourself your paper towel. And maybe choose a responsible friend who would be willing to pass out those water cups for you guys as well. Remember that our paint does require water to bring it to life. If your paint color is not very bold, meaning it's really, really light, it almost looks like water, that's a sign that you didn't wake up the paint enough. Remember when we wake up the paint that you really have to use your brush and mix it in your paint tray before going to your paper, okay? I did leave out the paint trays. If you guys do a great job and you've earned painting, awesome. I want to see the best cleanup skills with painting. You know, when you're done painting your project, it goes on the drying rack, and then you always throw away your paper towel, wipe up any water spots, and clean up any trash before you move on to a free draw or a book. Okay, so again, guys, just because Miss Pape is not here doesn't mean that you can't use these supplies. However, if your guest teacher is not comfortable with it or you're not showing her that you can handle it, then you're going to have to use crayons to color your giraffes instead. Okay, either way, I want these turned into the drying rack. Miss Pape will hand deliver them to Miss Hunt tomorrow on Tuesday. So you will be able to take all of your art home. That also means if you have any other projects that you're looking for, like maybe your mouse paintings or something like that, Miss Pape will deliver those to Miss Hunt as well. You guys, I really, really hope that you were showing the best listening skills so you earn that paint time. If not, make sure you use your crayons the right way as well. Make me proud, make your guest teacher proud, and have some fun. I can't wait to see these in the morning when I get back. And I'll talk to you guys real soon. Bye-bye.